Hi guys, these are your cards for October 30th, 2019, again with the Halloween theme. First card is the Temple Path. We have Caring Connections. I'm trying to read through my phone, I apologize. Envy in the reverse. Man holding a heart, all tied up. So when I was grabbing my oracle cards to do this video, I was drawn to do pull from the Archangel cards. So this is like what they're chiming in. Some of us are going to find relationship harmony in this situation playing out. Some of us are also taking back our power because we've lost our power. It's not so much about power, it's less you've lost who you are. You've lost your voice, and now you look in the mirror and you're like, who is this? I don't even recognize this person anymore. Brilliant ideas. So you might have a brilliant idea how you both can come together and fix this relationship. Divine order. You may be a Libra or have a Libra influence in one of your houses. And clearing chakra clearing. So clearing the chakra, it might be you're clearing your throat chakra to take back your power to find your voice in this relationship again. So the first card is the Temple Path. To me, I have this feeling that someone is being influenced by the structured, how would you call that? I did my IG video and I said it properly, but they're being influenced by the religious aspects of things. Like by the Bible, we don't, if you read the Bible for word, then it's like you're gonna you're gonna be conflicted, right? You're always gonna be like, well, it says, you can't love the same sex, you cannot have sex without marriage, this, but divorced people go to heaven, gay people go to heaven, widows go to heaven, single people go to heaven. So don't let the structured religious beliefs be an influence on your life, and just take the spirituality out of it. Because at the end of the day, God loves us all, and it doesn't matter who we're worshiping, whoever you believe in, they're going to love you because God made gay people, God made widows, God already wrote our book, or whoever you believe in has already written our book. So while you're feeling these feelings of conflict because of religious aspects, just know that it doesn't mean anything. Just know that, you do what serves you. We have one life to live, and we're blessed to see tomorrow. So don't let the religious aspects influence you. So caring connections, this is why I'm saying this. Some of us are taking a break from a partner, from a relationship, and some of this is the end. And this is why we're feeling tied up. Why we have the card we're feeling tied up. No, we don't feel secure in this relationship anymore. The romance has gone out of this relationship. Like it's like, it feels like you're pulling teeth in this relationship. So it's like either, like they said, some of us are going to find the relationship harmony in this, back into this relationship, finding your way back to each other. You're going to have, both of you are going to have take back your power by finding your voice and both speaking your truth as what do you feel? What is the problem? What do you feel is your problem with me? What's my problems with you? And we're going to, brilliant ideas. Like, what is a way that we could fix this? Maybe it's making a date night every single Friday, going out for a nice romantic dinner, and making the partners a priority again. Because we get lost because we get so caught up with work, or we get so caught up with the children, or whatever it is that's coming between you two. Maybe you have to make a date night, hire a babysitter, make your relationship a priority. Divine order. Like I said, you might be a Libra, or you might have a Libra influence. So everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. For me, looking past the illusion is maybe with the envy card. Some of us are envying other people's relationships, and it's you're bringing this envy into your own relationship. Oh, they have a house, or their wife or their husband look like this. Their husband or the wife is working out now, or the husband or wife, they go to date nights, maybe it's not possible. So by having that envy about someone else's relationship, it might be taking a toll on your relationship. I also just saw the Emperor card. So when I see the Emperor card, he has the world in one hand and he has the heart in the other. So with that, it's saying don't let the world influence your relationship, and lead with your heart and do it as your heart is telling you. Forget what the world is saying to you. Don't gossip about your relationship anymore. Keep your relationship to yourself, so that way you don't have all the chatting heads at you telling you, he's no good, she's no good, this, that, the other. Keep it to yourself and make decisions with your heart. Man holding a heart, this is for the men that are watching this. This is maybe what you're feeling right now. This, you're coming to some sort of realization in your life, or this is a man coming into someone's life. He wears his heart on his sleeve. This is what I get from the influence of this. So our judgment is being clouded in some ways. So maybe this gentleman is clouding your judgment about your relationship because you're like, the grass is greener on the other side. But why is the grass greener? Because you water it, because it gets enough sun, because it's fertilized, because it's cut properly. When you put a lot of effort into something, you will see it grow. It will be greener. But you can't sit there, like I said, with the envy card and see what someone else has and envy what they have to influence your relationship. And this is why I feel you're feeling all tied up. You're under the influence of another lover. You're under the influence of envy of others. And maybe some of you that are feeling that you cannot leave this relationship because your religion doesn't believe in divorce. Or maybe you're coming to a realization that you no longer love the sex that you're with, that you love a different sex. We have one life to live. Are we going to live the rest of our life tied up, literally tied up, living a lie for the rest of our lives? When I look closer at this card, her crown is lit up, her ear is lit up, and around her mouth is lit up. So I'm finding turn off all other senses. Use your mind, use your ears to listen to, because your partner might be saying things, dropping hints that they're not realizing. And find your voice again, because we're asking to clear our chakra. And I believe it's taking your power back, which is your voice. And especially with the 28th and the 29th, we have lost our voice because there's no air in the universe. We are under the influence of the Scorpio moon, the Scorpio sun. 4 planets are under Scorpio, and all the elements, there is no air. So we have no voice right now. So don't allow this to influence you right now. So what I was saying when I did this on IG Live, take the influence of religion. If this is what is tying you down from making a proper decision, take the religion out of this, take the envy out of this, and I would take this gentleman out of this as well. Fix this relationship if possible, because we do have relationship harmony. So there is a chance for some of you to fix this. Like I said, brilliant ideas. Making a date night, making your relationship a priority. Like I said, the grass is greener because all the effort you put into it. Taking your power back, finding your voice again. Maybe you guys need to sit down and, say, this is what's bothering the both of you, and go from there. And finding the balance in the relationship again. Finding the balance of let's go out every Friday and make our relationship a priority. Get a babysitter. Yeah, it might cost a little money, but can you really put a price tag on your relationship if you want to save it? I think I put this in the wrong order. Yes, I did. Okay. So this is my interpretation. And now we're going to read from the actual guidebook and see what their actual meanings are and go from there. So with the temple path is spiritual purpose and support. So some of us are getting support from our guardian angels, from our past loved ones that are watching over us and trying to guide us. So like I said, when I was saying with the temple, with the all tied up, her mind is open, her ears are open, and her mouth is open. So those senses are heightened. So I'm saying, pay attention to signs. Maybe in your dreams, they're going to give you the answers you're seeking. And again, don't let, because they tell you the divorce is frowned upon the church and you can't go to church no more. Well, is that a church you want to be part of? You want to live your life in misery because the church says, oh, it's a bad thing. If you're getting beat and almost killed almost every single night, is it really worth it? No, it's not. God loves divorced people just as much as he loves widows, orphans, everybody else that's made under the sun. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. This winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple and a loving garden. So when you think of a garden and you think of religion, you think of the Garden of Eden, the wisdom garden, the wisdom tree. Also, when I was doing the live IG, I noticed this winding path looks like a yin and a yang. The green is the yin and the yellow is the yang. So again, finding the balance. Just because, these institutions, that's the word I was looking for, tell you X, Y, and Z. We know by the news, the things that come out, and some of you will say, oh, that's a conspiracy, it's all files. Okay, fine. You do what you want. It's your life. This is guidance. This is hope. So, you know what I mean? Not all of us are perfect. We're all sinners. But I don't believe leaving a relationship because it no longer serves you is a sin. That is my own personal belief. God loves you even if you're divorced. So symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has in mind for you for this lifetime. This card upright is here to tell you that what you're going through now is all a part of your soul's process. You are on a karmic path heading in the right path. Sorry, I got an itch on my right temple and I'm trying to read. I'm like, oh, I could get through it. It'll stop, and it didn't. Sorry about that. And the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The light around the temple represents the spiritual world, your family members, friends, angels, and guides. All the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them to open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful life expanding time. So keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connections. Following your heightened intentions will help you to move your life forward in a dramatic way and connecting with spirit and your higher self with a wonderful influence in all that you experience. So I was also telling people on IG that we were in this heightened energy for manifestations. It was Sukkot. We had 8 days, so we put out these higher manifestations that we want in our life. And like they're saying, like we are influenced by our spirituality, but like they're saying, listen to your dreams. Because your guides could be telling you. It may be play out in a show, your favorite show or something, or a song. Pay attention to the radio. Pay attention to what's on TV. What is the universe trying to tell you? Because this situation is a tower moment. You know what I mean? And if things get too rocky, because you think about the tower, it's not on solid foundation, spirit will come in and intervene and kick the tower down. And they're like, okay, enough is enough. And I'm going to show you why this needed to happen. And sometimes it takes longer for others. But you will see where this path is taking you. So like they said, try to find the relationship harmony again, take back your power, the divine order, because this is a tower moment right now. Like I said, some of us are ending chapters. Some of us are in that time of, self-love and reflection. And we need to bring that into this situation. Also, Spirit was saying, when we were moving forward into our next chapter, that we can no longer bring hurtful things into the relationship. We can no longer use them to hurt our partners, right? So what are the lessons we learned? Have we been in this situation before? Some of us have, this is our second, third, fourth, fifth marriage. So what did you learn from the past? What is Spirit trying to teach you? What is Spirit trying to say? Here we go again? Okay, but what did we learn? Hindsight is 20/20. What did we learn last time? What is different from last time? Can we fix this? If not, maybe, like Spirit is saying it, or even, yourself is saying, the time is up. Like, in your heart of hearts if the relationship is done. So our second card is caring connections, but this is the reverse. So like I said, some of us are taking time away from partner because when you see the two people together, the man is embracing her like securely, showing like security. This is a solid foundation. He's showing her love, romance, they're happy. It's a golden background. But we have this in the reverse. So it's going to be the reversed meaning. So the basis of caring connections is friendship, partnership of two. So maybe this is two friends together or a partnership of two. Possible love. This card reversed signals a break in communication or a parting of the ways of two people, whether romantic, social, or business. The present connection seems to be or at an end. If this is the case, consider what healthy action needs to be taken to move on. As difficult as partnering may be, it can often lead to bigger, better things. Keep in mind both the logistical and emotional aspects of leaving this connection behind. Making plans, vent your feelings. Always remember, with every ending, a new beginning is at hand. This is why I'm saying that this is a tower moment, because I feel like some of you are looking at other relationships and trying to put it into your relationship. Their wife, maybe she just got, some Botox or something and she's looking a little fresher or something. And you're entering your husband's wife. But everybody has a different situation. Some of them are homemakers and they do a million things that you don't even realize. Some of them, their wife is working and she's making a lot of money, but your kids are in daycare and you don't get to see your kids as often as you'd like to. So there's always a give and take in every relationship. So we're being called, like they said, relationship harmony. Look at your own relationship, and like the rainbow is good luck. And I feel with the relationship harmony, this angel's holding flowers, bringing the romance into your relationship again. Like I said, do a date night. Make your relationship a priority again. And the rainbow is the covenant and the love that God has for the people of earth. So it's like we need to bring that love back in. That's why I was saying we got to take the envy out of it. So I'm going to read the affirmation for this card. For the caring connections. I open my heart and my life to true caring connections. The ideal friend and partner is coming to me now. So we don't want to be in that tower moment, because Spirit is saying we're going to intervene soon. This is like your big warning, here we come, kind of like Spirit is getting ready to step in here, and it won't be your choice this time. You won't know why they stepped in until it's too late, because they have already stepped in and divine order will be in place. So we have envy in the reverse here. Lack, dissatisfaction. Oh my word. I have a halls in my mouth. Pardon me. But you're dissatisfied. So that's what I'm saying. You're dissatisfied in your relationship. But that's why I think I was pulled to the Archangel cards. Because they're saying there is hope here. This is a tower moment. This is a tower moment. Brilliant ideas. Taking back your power. Relationship harmony. So let's try and fix this before this whole foundation crumbles and we have to start all over again. This card shows a woman holding a huge pearl in one hand. Oh, that's the upright position. Pardon me. Sometimes Spirit tells me a lot and I forget which one I was reading. Sorry about that. This card reversed healed a great time and joy and of appreciation. So a great time of joy and appreciation. Your choice to shift from your focus from future longing to present gratitude creates a significant difference in your energy field and moves out in a dramatic and a radiant way to attract more to you. So instead of thinking of 10 years down the road, let's think about right now. That's one thing I had to learn in my grief journey is not to look to the future, because honestly, I still don't look to the future. I haven't gotten there yet. But this is the happiest I've ever been in almost 3 years of losing Shane. And I'm beginning to, we have been building our life for a long time, but I'm beginning to have hope again. And that's something I lacked. So by bringing it in, I took the anxiety out of the situation of the future, because it's like, being a single parent, you get anxious about college and everything else. But I'm like, reel it in. Let's just think about today, because today has its own problems. It has enough of its own problems. So can we bring back and heal this relationship? So that's why they're saying, instead of thinking to the future, think about right now. You know that you can keep your eye on future goals without losing sight of your present gifts. So again, being grateful. When you are grateful, you bring more gifts, blessings into your life. I'm not saying you have to do this, but maybe you could, like Facebook, they had an idea. You see it sometimes. I'm not really big on Facebook anymore, but they had this idea of getting a jar, and every single day you get a Post-it and you write one thing that positive that happened, put it in this jar, and then at New Year's you read everything that happened great in the year. With me, I was saying to people that are feeling anxious and they lose sight of all the blessings in their life that have happened, read those when you feel that way. I have a daily devotion book, and sometimes, a passage in the Bible speaks to me, and I'll write it down in this binder, and then I read that. I also write down positive blessings that have happened in my life, because sometimes I lose sight. We're all guilty of this. We get caught up in our anxiety and we lose sight of what's in front of us. The anxiety blinds us to what's around us. So we got to release anxiety and look at the blessings in our life. So this is what they're calling to. So continue to release an old feelings of envy or lack whenever those thoughts or emotions come up. You're well on your way to a completely gratifying life, and your genuine acknowledgement of the value within and around you will only keep drawing more value to you. So I'm going to read the affirmation for this. I let go of lack. I look at the blessings in my life and joy and satisfaction. I am glad. So there is a lot more joy in your life than you don't realize. We're human. You know what I mean? It's hard, being human, because we're tempted every day with different things, and it's like, we got to dial it back in. So, man holding a heart, male dealing with family, love, or emotion. So this is a card that is speaking to the male audience, or this could be about a male in your life, and this could also be a man coming into your life. It's so funny because different angles, it looks like this pant leg actually looks like a black heart. Like you can see the shape of it. Of a black heart over here. But with this is like a man wearing his heart on his sleeve. So this might be someone trying to woo you. This tender man sits with flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a great clarity about emotions and their purpose in life. So maybe you're, realizing, you're where you need to be with this your family. Sometimes we lose sight of what we have, right? There could be more balanced approach to family and love at this time, even if these have been confusing experiences for you in the past. For some, this card upright could also signal the presence of a new man in your life, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware, whether or not this man is a love interest or a friend. He brings heightened attention to help where possible projects, family, or home ensues and are considered. To me, this is a man trying to woo you. They know you're married. They know you're in a relationship. When you're in a relationship, they come running. They're the energy, because they see that you're happy. They can see how energetic you feel. You know what I mean? And it's like they're just drawn to you. You're a magnet, and it's just the energy is drawn to you. But when you're single, there's nobody. I actually was speaking to a friend years ago about that. He's like, when I was with my girlfriend, all these girls hit on me because they saw how happy he was and they saw the best version of him. She brought the best version out of him. When he was single, no one was around. And I told him, I said, so a girl's going to come into your life, and I said, they're all going to be the same thing. They all going to want the happy you. But when you're miserable, no one wants the miserable you. So, all tied up. This is the overall feeling of this whole reading here. Is that these situations are making you feel tied up. This is my interpretation of all this. Lack of motivation or sense of personal freedom. This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrist, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward, or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whether it's holding things up, restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. So with all these interpretations, relationship harmony, I'm just going to read these and then I'm like I did before. So there is a possibility to find the harmony again in this relationship, is my interpretation from these archangel cards. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments, conflicts are being resolved now. This is what I'm saying. Some of you are going to be able to resolve the situation and move forward still. Taking back your power. Using your God-given power and intuition to manifest blessings in your life. With this, I play the chakra clearing. You're finding your voice again. Calling upon me to clear and open chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So to me, it's like, you've lost your voice in this relationship, and you've lost who you are. So this is like one of two scenarios. Some of you will find the harmony again, and some of you are taking back your power and might be able to play together and work things out and making yourselves a priority again. Brilliant ideas, making a date night. Every single Friday, every single Wednesday, every single Saturday, make you two a priority again. Divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now, looking past the illusion and seeing the underlying order. This is what I mean about the illusion. The illusion of this other person seeking you out, making you feel some sort of way that you don't feel in your relationship, and being influenced by the institution of marriage where divorce is frowned upon, or if you are now finding that you love the opposite sex, coming out of the closet and being who you truly are. You know what I mean? So it's like, we got to get out of this illusion. Is this relationship an illusion? And are we allowing the institutions of religion, what they say is wrong or right, to block, even the envy of everything? You envy who everyone else is with. And it's making you feel all conflicted and tied up. So this might not be a self-imposed jail unless you're stepping out of your relationship and you're trying to choose between the two. Is this person making you feel, envious that you wish you had the life with him and not wanting to be in this relationship? This is what I'm saying. It just depends I'm not in your relationship. At the end of the day, it's the two of you putting your head down at night together. And do you want to be there? And in your heart of hearts if you do or not. But that's what I'm saying. Take the faith, take the envy, and take him out of this. And try and work on these two first. Like they said, don't look to the future. Look to the now. And is this still making you feel tied up with you two? And if so, then maybe you have to make some serious decisions. This is a tower moment for some of you. So I hope that you do what you feel is right so you don't feel like your own self-imposed jail. You need to break free from that jail. So these are your cards for October 30th, 2019. We'll be back tomorrow for Throne Thursdays for Halloween. Have a blessed evening. Have a blessed day. We'll see you for Throne Thursdays.